All right, what's up traders? What's up tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be giving an update on Auto, ticker symbol AUTO on the daily time frame as always. And I haven't had to change the levels very much. As you can see, they've been respecting them pretty well. So I'm going to go over the key levels. All right, we're also going to take a look at the MACD as well as the RSI and how you can use these to spot potential entries and exits and if there's any signals or signs that it's currently showing. So make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we're going to jump straight into it. So I'm going to start off here with our MACD. All right. And so an entry signal would look like this, where this red line here crosses above the blue line. And we can see that happen right over here in this time period. And we got a really strong move up. Okay. And we came up to our 406 bullish price target ultimately before coming back down. And the same thing happens again over here where we see the red line cross the blue line right in this area. And we get another strong push up to our bullish price target of 406. Now, you can also use it to spot some exit signals as well. So if you see here, you see the exact opposite where the red line crosses below this blue line, and that's right over here in this area, and we get a very strong push to the downside. Okay. So, we have gotten a big move to the downside. Not only was there an exit signal on the MACD that you could have used to help you, either take some profits if you're up here or potentially close your position in case of a big, move to the downside. We also had some bearish divergence along the RSI. And if you're not familiar with bearish divergence, I'll explain it really quickly, but take a look how we have a high and then a lower high right here. So we're creating lower highs on the relative strength index, but here we're actually making, highs, and then we're making higher highs up here. So the token is clearly in an uptrend, right? No secret about that. But meanwhile, the RSI is in a downtrend. So we're losing relative strength as the price of the token's going higher. That would be known as bearish divergence. And you can see very shortly after the bearish divergence, we end up getting the MACD exit signal. And so ultimately that formed a pretty good exit sign, right in this area here that we could be seeing a strong move to the downside. Now, currently we don't have any bullish divergence. If you wanted to, you could say we do have an inverse head and shoulders forming on the RSI, right? So we have the left shoulder here, right? Then we got the head and we're putting in a right shoulder here. Okay. And there's that potential we could get a nice move up on the RSI. And if we take a look at our MACD here currently, right, we see that it's trying to flatten out. And we have some question marks here because we're wondering, is it going to curl back above and give us a possible entry signal like it's done multiple times in the past here and here? Those were some really good times, and really good signals. Now, these signals aren't going to work 100% of the time. And of course, this video is not financial advice ever. But, these are some of the things that you just want to look out for, right? And hopefully you can start to learn how some of these indicators work and how how you can use them to really give yourself an edge in the market. Because trading, especially crypto, is like going to battle. It's like going to war. You need to have the proper weapons at your disposal and know how to use those weapons so that way you can increase your odds of success in the battlefield. Now that we've gone over, how to use these and what to look for, let's pay attention to our key levels. So 246, 276, and 306. Those are our three major resistance levels, all right? And if we're able to break past those, then we could potentially hit our bullish price targets again of 350, 373, and 406. So, we've hit those levels multiple times in the past. We hit them over here, we hit them over here. But in order to hit those bullish price targets, we've got to do a lot of work and we got to break through these major resistance levels, which we've done that a few times as well, right? We've broken through them here and we broke through them here as well. So definitely pay close attention to these levels. And if we break through there, that's when we have the possibility of hitting our bullish price targets of 350, 373, and 406. Now, currently, the Fed is bailing out SVB Bank, which is the Silicon Valley Bank, and that's pumping up the stock market futures. And Bitcoin is rallying currently at the moment too. So we're going to see if that can translate into auto and could give auto some bullish momentum. But you have to keep in mind, we have a lot of work to be done before we can come up to these 406 levels. We got some big resistance levels. And also, if this inverse head and shoulders does play out on the MAC or on the relative strength index, this trend line here is going to be a big area of resistance, right? So we have to be mindful that if we come up to this area, we could reject that level and head back down. If you're bullish and you want to see this thing really rally back up to the bullish price targets, you're going to ultimately need to see this thing break out past that bearish divergence trend line, and you're going to need to see this MACD curl back above the blue line. So that's the main things to watch out for. Below 246, our really big major support level is going to be at 198, and below 198, our major support levels are 169 and 154. We do also have this long-term trend line from a pretty long time. So if we end up breaking that 198 level, there's a chance we could end up bouncing along this trend line in that 169 level. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you want to see your crypto in the next video for a viewer request, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel again if you guys are new.